Hi guys, welcome back. All right, so first off, I apologize. This should have come out at midnight, and I got started so late last night and was really tired. So it didn't come out until today. That means our other collective message will come out at midnight as usual, but this one is it's behind schedule. Anyway, in these messages, if you would like to select a topic, feel free to jot something down in the comment section. Also, if you'd like to enter to win a free card pull at the end of the video, you can do that just by writing hashtag tarot dog. Each day I select a winner. And so the winner from yesterday's entries is Love Thyself 119. So I'll be pulling a card for Love Thyself at the end of this. Now, Love Thyself did not suggest a topic. I only saw them, entering to win. And so normally I would pull a topic out of my own deck when that happens. But because we're here at the Wolf Moon actually peaked already. If you're in like Eastern time, that already happened because I think it was like 12:54 Eastern Standard Time. So I'm just going to mention this. This is our inspiration for this topic today. The Wolf Moon kind of represents a time of great hunger. So I'm going to keep that in mind. Hi, Laura Lindsay. Wonderful to see you. Hey, darling. We got the Seven of Cups. What is a character hungry for? Everything. Whole bunch of things. They're hungry for opportunity. They're hungry for chances. That's what I'll say. Now, this could also be a character says, I don't know. Maybe I'm restless and I don't know what I'm restless about. Maybe I'm not 100% sure. Cups to me are more about opportunity. She's got a lot of candles lit. She's got a little baby dragon that she's carrying around. She's got a mask in one cup. She's got like a to-do list written that's down here by the kitty cat. And I feel like this is someone who says, I want to use my magical powers. but I don't know what to do with them. I feel like this is a very powerful person, but at the same time, what is it that they should do with their power? Ooh, strength card. Yay, finally it came out upright. I used this deck last night a couple different times, and this card came out, but it kept coming out in the reverse. I think it's such a great image. We have so much power, but you notice that the power has actually merged. We actually have two very agile creatures, to be a ram or I'll say like one of the horned mountain goats. They can climb up pretty much vertical cliffs and have these incredible feats of, climbing mountains, and mountains represent obstacles, right? Then we have a ferocious tiger. And of course, tigers can leap and jump and swim. They're very versatile jungle cats. So we have two courageous and different kinds of creatures. One is still more of a ground creature, and the other one, wants to keep climbing mountains. But the strength to overcome any obstacle, it's almost like our character is hungry for a challenge. They're hungry for something that will test them, make them use all of that incredible power that they possess. I mean, maybe somebody needs a good hard workout. Maybe they need to. We have a Nine of Wands, and this is interesting because this Nine of Wands, which normally would be like a wounded warrior, instead what we have is this dragon who's in his lair with all of his gold. So he's been resting and just kind of like in the wounded state. What do? We retreat. We go back into our cave. But the thing is, no matter how wounded we may think we are for a period of time, while we're resting, all of our gifts, our skills, our talents, our power, we still possess all of that. We just are maybe too tired to do much with it. So it's like we got this dragon who's been chilling out with all this gold that they've been hoarding, and now they're waking up. The Nine of Wands says, okay, I'm almost over the thing that's been bugging me, the wounds that I had, and now I feel like I could get back out there. I could go one more round. I think I could get back into that game, the game of life. It feels, because he's not fire breathing, he's just awake and alert. And it's like, what have I been doing in this cave with all this gold? What have I been doing staying away from everyone, not participating in life for a little bit, when actually I want to get back to that whole participation phase? I think we got a pretty strong character here who's ready to come out of hibernation but doesn't know what to do next. We got the Devil. So, and there's our full moon, Wolf Moon, full moon in Leo. I'm going to say somebody ain't sleeping tonight. Somebody is going to turn on pump up music. They might be kind of bouncing off the walls a little bit, going, what do I do? I got to do something. I want to get into a little bit of trouble. This could be not bad trouble, but I'm talking like maybe somebody's very passionate all of a sudden. This can be like an intensity of emotion. It doesn't always have to have anything to do with like deep negativity, but it is power that is undirected can become a little chaotic. So that's why I'm saying, like, restless, sleepless night. We decide to take on some weird project in the middle of the night because we can't sleep. And then that weird project becomes like, by morning we go, oh God, what have I done? What have I done to my house? I thought I was just going to rearrange my closet. And now instead, I decided I would cut a new hole in my wall and place a window there. It became I didn't just clean up my clothing. I decided to start renovating my home. That's like, it's because it's energy that hasn't been channeled into productivity. And so I feel like that's how our character is right now. All this unchanneled, undirected is what I should say, undirected energy. They got to do something with it. And they know that, otherwise they're going to do something to get into mischief. And I think we do have a Capricorn there also with the Devil card. That's our second major arcana. Our first was that Leo with the Strength card. So to have two major arcana out of 4 cards, and here we go, Knight of Wands. Yeah, I think that this character needs to, they need to figure out where they want to put their energy flow. This is a character who has been, I'm going to say they retreated for a while. They licked their wounds. They stayed away from everybody for a while. They haven't dated in a while. They haven't been doing things that they cared about in a while because they were probably, going through a phase of heartbreak, disillusionment, healing, whatever it was. And during this wolf moon, we've got a character who's like, I'm back. I want to do something. It's like my dog when he gets the zoomies, just all of a sudden this spurt of energy, and oh my God, can he destroy the beds in the house and the couch and everything? I glance in and like there's not a comforter left on the bed because he zoomed around and leapt back off and the blankets went with him. It's like a little Tasmanian devil. That's the best way I could describe this energy. Even here with the Knight of Wands, this could be a person who is all of a sudden saying, I want to get with someone. I want to find me a lover. I'm in the mood for love. But this can also just be huge creative energy, and they're going to start 4 projects at once or 8 projects at once. I usually describe the Knight of Wands not as a bad sort. They don't have to be a player. It's someone who has so much creative energy, and they want to figure out where they should put their energy, so they start exploring. So it's like, I always think of it like a compass. They're right here in the center and they go, okay, I want to see what's up north. So they race north and they look around, and then they come back to center and they go, okay, now I want to go west. They race west and they come back to center, and they go east and they go south and then they go northwest and north, and it just it keeps kind of like, they're scattered, but they keep coming back to center. And every time they go out and they try something, they bring back a little bit of knowledge from that journey, and they put it like in their little storehouse of knowledge. Okay, now I know what's north. Now I know what's west. Now I know what's east, before they make a decision about how to move forward confidently. So yes, it can be, we could say, well, that's wasting energy. That's wasting resources. That's spinning your wheels. That's going in too many different directions. Is it really though? I mean, they're doing the thing that they feel compelled to do. I want to go explore this. I've got to figure this out. So I don't think it's bad. It's bad if they never do more than that. If they're not on a quest to figure out where I really want to devote myself. If it's like, oh, I don't like to stay anywhere. I just like to zip in and zip back out and never put energy anywhere. I can understand why that would be negative. And right now, our character could be in a phase where they're about to start a lot of projects they have no intention of finishing. So that could be wary of that for this character. But no, it's not. It's not. We have the Justice card in the reverse. Look, the reason they're doing this is they finally feel like something has shifted for them. They're hungry to use their energy. The universe is finally saying some things have been set right for our character. Doors are opening for our character at just the right moment. They had to rest for a bit. This is a character who had to recuperate. They probably went through something tremendously unpleasant. And I say that because the way I always read justice is if it's upright, we got big things that are wrong that need to be fixed. In the reverse, we got big stuff that's being fixed. It's being corrected. And I think that it's like all of a sudden a lot of things that once upon a time were blocked to this character, finally those blockages have been removed. We have a Two of Swords, we have the Death card. It's interesting though, our character is still churning with all this energy because it's like they don't realize that the gate is open for them now. They want to rush around and they're still thinking that they're kind of in smaller confines. They don't realize they can make one direction, one plan, and go with it, and there's not going to be an obstacle. They're in this place where it's like jumbled energy. They've been penned up too long. They still don't really think that they have the power to change their circumstances, and they totally do. This is a character right now. They're hungry for change, but they're not used to having the ability to have things go their way. They don't realize that they're still blindfolded. They don't know yet. It's so funny because with this Death card, everything is different for them now. I just saw somebody selling those by the side of the road. The big, like, clear glass orbs that have a flower in it in the middle. It's not a snow globe. It's just kind of like I don't know if you call them a paperweight or what. And I thought, well, those are pretty. It's interesting that our character is so hungry for their life to change and go in different directions, and they're all jazzed and they're all ready to do something, and they don't know what the something is. They want passion, they want activity, they want to go places. Maybe they haven't been able to travel in a long time. All of a sudden they can, but they don't know it yet. So they're just kind of like buzzing around with this energy, not knowing what they can do because they're so used to being blocked. But they're not blocked anymore. Something has changed. Can I see what it is? What is the thing that has changed so much for them? And it's so interesting that, oh, Rach, thank you. Thank you so much. They are paperweights. Okay, awesome. We have the Empress in the reverse. We have the Queen of Cups upright. Okay, so what has changed? This could be the story of a character who has either been held on to really tightly by an actual, how do I say this? There could have been a powerful yet controlling, toxic, feminine figure in their life. It does not have to be a feminine, but it's showing up as an empress. So as a mother figure. This could be a mother figure, this could be a wife, but it's somebody who could have been continuously wanting to exert their power and control over someone. And they would do it in lots of times subtle manipulative methods. This is somebody who sometimes they're manipulative and controlling because they don't genuinely like to see other people have freedoms and opportunities in their life that they themselves felt cheated out of. This can also be someone who just wants to control because they feel entitled to it. It's oftentimes someone who doesn't know that they operate this way. And so the ways in which they control others can be insidious. They can be almost, it's that passive aggressive, it's that well-placed, really, I call it the wasp, the people that give you not an actual compliment, the people that are really nasty, but they say something all honey-coated, and it's like, I know exactly what you meant, and it wasn't a compliment. But you said it in such a way that they could go, what? I don't know why you took it that way. And it's like, oh, come on. Like, we all know those people, right? I get comments like that daily on my channel. And it's like, oh my, really? I always want to say, psst, your nastiness is showing. Cover that up. I feel like this is one of those kinds of individuals that our character perhaps had in their life. Now, this could have been, it could have been a mother figure, a boss figure. It could have been some kind of a feminine. It could have been any individual who was holding on tightly, who said, you have to have my approval to move forward. And of course, I'm never given my approval. A Queen of Cups may be our lead character. We finally can maybe describe who our lead character is. This is somebody really warm, really loving, but I feel like a lot of either their confidence in themselves or if somebody has been holding them back, that person, their control is being released. Now, maybe it's because this person has turned their attention and they would rather focus and block somebody else now instead of our Queen of Cups. But our Queen of Cups, all of a sudden, I mean, this energy is going to flow out of their hands like the river. This character is like, a goddess of the sea. She can move water at will now. There's nothing blocking her. This was an inhibitive energy force in our queen's life is not there anymore. Now, let's remember this could be our own negative self-talk for this character as well, though. Sometimes we are the Empress in the reverse in our own mind. We are the ones who cut ourselves down. Now, maybe we learned that somewhere, maybe, negative comments and things like that we tell ourselves have really created a lot of hurt and pain, or maybe it was learned from someone else, or maybe it really was a character in this queen's life that was continuously exerting their power. Well, this person doesn't want to exert power anymore. They're either bored with it, and I only say this because the death card is there. The blockage has stopped. They are either bored or something, their grip has completely let go. The grip is over. They're no longer interested in controlling the queen anymore, or they no longer are, or the queen has healed beyond the reach of the sting of the wasp, which, we all have to get there, right? We got to have thicker skin. We got to find a way to just laugh when people say the nasty stuff. It's a great practice to be able to understand, okay, so they're in a wasp mood. That's them needing to control. Something happened in their life. We turn it back on them and be like, I wonder why they say such nasty things. I wonder what's wrong. It's like, are you okay? You say nasty things. Are you doing okay? Because that's an odd thing, Empress in the reverse. Maybe that's what she learned how to do. When we thicken our skin so we don't get hurt by stuff, even the bizarre meanness that comes our way, or the, whatever this was, somebody who controls with, like I say, a pretty powerful and painful method, and that can produce huge blockages for a character. Now, it could have been more literal, though. This could have been the jealous boss that didn't really want to let, someone excel, and now the boss is like, oh no, I'm retiring, or oh, I'm quitting, so I no longer care. I don't feel like I'm a competitor for this queen anymore, so now I don't feel jealous of them, so I'm not trying to somehow, block their success. But it's being lifted. And it's probably because, and this is a permanent lift, so either they've learned something and they've stopped being the Empress in the reverse, or they've relinquished control, or they're quitting, or they're moving on. They have someone else to, pay attention to, but it won't be her anymore. She's not under that eye anymore. So it's interesting how things are changing dramatically. And I think our character senses it, which is why we see them in this vibe of, I have all this pent up energy. I want to do something. I want passion in my life. I want, to explore. I want to do things. But they're not really used to being able to have such boundless freedom, because they used to have, a gate was closed on them, and that gate is now open. And that gate was that Empress in the reverse. But it's funny how our character doesn't yet realize, I have nothing stopping me. The way this storyline looks to me, I really wonder if this was not their own negative self-image, and they healed from that. Remember, they're in a powerful position, and they climbed some kind of mountain, and it might have been a lot of negative self-talk. That's what this story really might be about, is somebody who just had to get beyond their own negative self-talk. And now that they've done that, they're like, I really believe in myself, but they haven't fully identified that that's the change within them. I believe in me. I could do anything. It's like, yeah, darling, you always could have, but you just didn't know it. It's a very, this is such an exciting and empowering read, but now where's our character going to put all of this energy that they have? If they were blocking their own blessings, if they were talking negatively to themselves, and now they aren't, and so now they're like, oh my God, this is me when I like myself. I could do anything. That's really awesome. They are ready for love. They are ready for romance. Like literally, this character, we got the Lovers card. We see them surfacing. I know this is kind of a difficult card to see, but we have Pan is here at the edge of a pond, and he's looking down, ready to kiss this mermaid who is surfacing from the water. This is our Queen of Cups. Our Queen of Cups is going to be the one that surfaces from the water. So interesting, she's not just a queen, she's a mermaid. This is somebody who's been deep down, like in their emotions, and now they're coming up for air, and they're in a really good place, and they are ready for romance. They're ready for a lover, not any old lover. They're ready for the love of a lifetime, a playful, fun, enjoyable, possibly a Gemini. We have Scorpio in here as well. We have Libra, Taurus in here. We've had a lot. We got our Libra. We got Capricorn and Leo. We have a lot of different energies in here. I love the fact that this is, if we were to step back a little bit and say, what is the big message in the entire story? The entire story says we have a character who healed themselves. And it's almost like they're just awakening to that. And now that they're healed, they're really hungry for something, and not even they realize what it is that they're ready for the first really good relationship of their life. They're not going to have those earmuffs on where everything a partner says to them, they immediately say, oh, they probably don't really care about me. Oh, God, that hurt, something that they said, because they're not going to take things the wrong way. They can be more playful and fun loving because they're not going to be braced for, when is this lover going to hurt me? I'm sure they'll probably pick somebody better than me at some point. I'm sure I can't have real success. I'm sure nobody really stays, because I've never had that before, because that Empress in the reverse keeps telling me, don't get too comfortable. You can't hang on to that. Like, that might have been the quality of wording that somebody said, or maybe it was a real person who was super negative Nelly, but really out of jealousy, like, oh, you know what? You probably won't ever find anyone because all the good ones are taken anyway. And it's like, why would you tell people that? Why would you not want someone to believe that there's amazing mates out there? And of course, it takes time to find one. You're amazing. So to find an amazing mate is going to take time, because you need someone as amazing as you. There's 8 billion people. Trust me, there's a lot of people as amazing as you out there. But instead of saying something uplifting like that, they were like, oh, no, you probably won't find anybody. But, you like cats. They could have been just rude, just freaking rude. I feel like it's so good to get that voice out of this equation, because this character has so much change in their mindset, in their heart, in their emotions. And so that's going to change what they are ready to receive from the external world, and particularly in romance. It's really nice. We rarely get like a full moon message that has that much of a confident shift in what is possible now. So I really liked that one. That was super fun. You guys, thank you so much for being here. Lots of love to you guys. I am delighted to see you guys. And I will put out another one tonight, since we missed out on this one coming out at midnight. Aries, wait. Bye, guys. Wait for mommy. What?